All right. I think we're rocking and rolling here. Are we working? I think we're working. Somebody said 2 minutes late, Debo. Come on. What is happening, Feast and Friends? I see people waiting in here. I already see some comments, some conversations going on. Should be an interesting, fun night. Somebody let me know in the comments. Make sure we're working. But Randall, what's the good word over there? Looks like we were a little bit late. Randall just spilled a whole thing of water all over his keyboard.
This was full of water, and my keyboard and soundbar soaking wet now. So,
dude, they make lids for these. Why didn't you have a lid on it?
Can I just never see that cup ever again?
Bosocks?
It's got crap all over it.
I'm not huge into baseball. My buddy got it for me. The Red Sox are fun. I honestly only watch baseball when it's like playoffs and series. Otherwise, I don't really watch baseball. I'm a basketball guy.
Yeah.
But we actually got to go to Boston. That was probably my favorite vacation that I've ever been on. Was going out to Boston, going out to Fenway. Like everything out there was just so much fun. It was a ton of fun.
I think the only reason why I'd probably want to go to Boston would be to hit up Cheers, because I think that would be super cool.
I didn't get to do that. We did all the historical stuff, which was actually really cool because one of the guys that we went with, like he lives there, so he took us to all the cool local spots, and we went out to P-Town and all the cool, so it wasn't just like all the touristy stuff. It was all the behind the scenes stuff. But
sure.
Paul Glass in the house, just jump in and say, "Hey, Yankees, baby." Yeah, I don't honestly care about baseball, so I just like I said, I like watching the series and stuff. We've got a bunch of people in here: Ramon, Fat Boy, all kinds of people. Gramps in here. But what is happening, Feast and Friends? Tonight should be a fun conversation. We're probably going to end up going all over the place. Is YouTube fishing dead? That's the question. Is it dead? Is it dying? Is it going somewhere? Randall and I were talking about some of that. We're going to get into that more. But of course, we will be doing a giveaway, or I will be doing a giveaway. I'm finally all cut up on giveaways again. I think I was again about a month and a half behind. It was like 80 some bucks to ship everything out. So I got to get better at that. But tonight, depending on how many donations and crazy stuff we have going on, I had a couple cool ones planned for Halloween. I had like a cool Joker one. Of course, signed by yours truly, old Debo. I also had one that I tried the other night. I only made one of them. I'm working on getting everything uploaded to my lure site. But this dude turned out super neat. It's like this brown and green craw. Really like I made my own stencil for it. Yeah, it turned out really neat. So I'm going to have to do some more kind of configurations of this. But I don't know if I'm going to give both of these away. If we get a bunch of crazy donations, like I've done in the past, I like to do something special for everybody that donates. And it's interesting because somebody said, I'm contemplating if I'm still going to do the live streams or not, because I've heard a number of people saying that the live streams are actually hurting the regular like YouTube like videos and such. So really? you're not getting as much engagement, you're not getting as much click-through rate, and it's actually hurting the channel. So I've heard of a number of people making different YouTube channels like for their live stuff. So I don't know what am I going to do? I'm not sure.
Let's just do a live one, and then you can do like a. I
don't really want to make another channel though. Like I have enough trouble staying with my one channel. So
just make 16 of them and see what happens.
I don't know. So we're gonna get into kind of all that, but I will be doing a giveaway. I plan on doing these two because they turned out the coolest. I had another one of this one. I was gonna try to do like hand. Whoops, that's a Stubby hair. Stubby's my dog for you people that don't know too. I had another one of these and I tried to do like hand-drawn scales on it and it turned out looking kind of dumb. So I might throw that one in, but this one turned out looking cool, kind of a weird Joker look. I ended up doing on it and then the cross. So I'll give those away. If we get a bunch of different donations, I might do a separate special swim bait for just the people who donated and pick out of there, but I don't know. We'll see. So, okay. Let's start first with YouTube fishing. So I've had a number of people saying YouTube fishing is dying. Oh, we already got a donation coming in here. Hold on. Let me go back. Let's click on it. Dang, and that was a 20 bomb already. Holy smokes. Michael, thanks for the vids, Debo and Dizzle. Michael, if you have any questions or anything else, anybody who comment or anybody who leaves a donation, somebody was saying, oh, these guys who do YouTube lives are just looking for money. They're thirsty YouTubers. And I'm like, I hope I don't come off as I'm just doing it for donations. I certainly appreciate the donations. I put it back in the channel, but I'm definitely not doing it just for the donations. And I try to give back. I try to do giveaways as much as I can. So,
I mean, I do have to say I'm pretty thirsty right now. It's that wind
just
really
dumped your
took it out
water
of me
all
today.
over.
Yeah, the wind today was just brutal and sucked it right out.
So, Michael, thank you very much for the $20 donation. We appreciate you a ton. Yeah, so just a quick catch up. Randall and I went fishing today. I saw a whole bunch of people talking about, it's been slow, it's been cold. It was same here. Water's in the high 40s. I got to talk to the DNR guy today. Randall and I both got checked by DNR. Luckily, we both had our fishing license on us. Dude was super cool. So,
I do just got to say that this is my first year that I didn't get a physical copy of my fishing license. Debo gave me the great advice of taking a screenshot of it, and my storage was full, so I must have deleted that a long time ago. And we were out by the water, and literally I couldn't get anything to pull up. But I did find I am good through January 2022 with my fishing and trout stamp. Just,
Well, come on, Randall, get with it. So we went fishing today. I caught a couple on a swim bait, one of my own Do It deals. Of course, I partnered up with Do It this year. Super happy to be working with them. They're awesome people. I'm getting a weird glare from this light. Maybe turn it down a couple. Is that better? Maybe it's this one.
Yeah.
Partnered up with the folks from Do It. They're just up actually by Randall up in the Denver area. So I caught a couple on those. They're Ripper swim bait, 3.5 inch. I got that new mold. I'm going to be doing a video of that sometime here soon when I can shoot some plastics. Caught a couple on that, and then caught one on my own custom Debo lipless painted. That's it. It was a super slow day. Randall, did you end up catching one?
Yeah, and you know what? The swim jig has been my saving grace over the last 2 outings. I mean, granted, today I only caught one, but the outing before that I caught a few more than one. Swim bait has just been out of sight. I actually, when we went out today, I realized that I had, out of all the rods and combos that I took, I had 2 swim baits rigged up. I had an underspin, weedless underspin hooked up, like a little tiny, what are those little jigs with the little propellers up by the heads? You know what I'm talking about?
What do they call it? The Yoshikira screwhead or something like that?
Yeah.
So
I had one of those tied on, and then a lipless, and then a jig. So it's like pretty covered on the moving bits. But like I said, swim jig has been dynamite for me this fall.
Tanner says, are you ready for ice fishing? Because in Minnesota, I am. Yeah, man, I look forward to ice fishing. I hate the cold. I don't love ice fishing, but my old man loves ice fishing. Hopefully he's not watching tonight. I've saved up money. I've been saving up money throughout the year, and putting it aside. And I might get Dad a Panoptics for Christmas. They're expensive as heck, but I've been saving up all year for as much as that man has done for me from my life, working his butt off. It's kind of the least I can do. So I've been kind of saving some extra. So hopefully they're not watching. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I want to try some ice hut modifications, because I dumped over my minnow bucket last year in my hut, moving it.
Almost burned your leg down.
Almost burnt my leg off with the heater. For those of you that don't know that story, I had my heater on, fishing in an ice hut, and I was reached over doing something, and I had my bibs on, my ice fishing bibs, and melted a hole completely through it. Luckily, it didn't get through to my skin, but melted a hole all the way through it, and my old lady patched it. But yeah, I want to try some modifications. I was looking up some of that the other night, Tanner, so it should be fun.
Yeah, I know. I honestly want to figure out somehow to move the seat in my hut back. I feel like there's too much dead space between where I'm at in the very front of it and what's behind me. Because it's like my ice hut is, I don't know, it's an Eskimo something, blah, blah, blah. And it has a bar that widens out in the front. So it gives you a little bit more room for your flasher and your heater and your blah, blah, blah. But I just feel like everything behind me is just dead space that never gets used. So I want to try to maybe figure out something back there and, try to get a little bit more use out of the space that I have. I am super excited This year I did something crazy, and rather than waiting until ice fishing was almost done to go buy everything that I needed to ice fish with, I actually started early this year, and I found I haven't been blessed with having a anything except for a hand drill, manual hand auger. And honestly, at one point in time, I had the extension fully extended on it,
And his Walmart
bro,
internet just kicked him out. Are you still
that was
here?
you.
Oh,
That's
you
you, buddy.
froze. That was you that
That
froze.
that was you. I'm on Wi-Fi, man. Leave me alone. Anyway, I got an attachment that goes into a power drill, and then you just take the handle off your auger, and you stick that bit onto the auger bit on the end. So I'm excited to see if that's actually going to work.
Hopefully it does. Oz, we got a couple other donations coming in. Ozzy, actually, he was one of my top five, I would say, top five artists of all time. Mr. Osborne himself, the Dark Prince. Keep up the good work, fellas, with a $10 donation. Ozzy, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that a ton. And John Hancock, a good subscriber and supporter of the channel. Okuma combo I bought is pretty awesome. Thanks for your input, even though I didn't use your recommendations. Yeah, man, I've liked the Okuma stuff this year too. I haven't used a ton of it in the past. I had the Pixar. I had a spinning rod. Something else. I had one of their old, I think, casting rods. But anyway, yeah, I'm liking them this year. They sent me a couple free hats with my last order. I picked up another one of the guide rods. I talked to them on. I wanted a couple for jerkbait fishing. So good folks over there.
I've really loved my what's it, the Helios?
Mm-hmm.
I think it is. Except for today, I, in a frazzled state late last night, respooled like 4 lines or 4 reels. And the first cast today into a pretty stiff wind. It was one of those that it didn't nest, so there wasn't a knot in there. But I had to strip it all the way down to the spool. And then when I tried to reel it back up, it was wind knotted. And I was like, well, not using that one today.
Egon. What
But
else we
totally
got?
my fault.
Yeah. Well, it happens, dude. Frank Cornacchia in the house, another good supporter of the channel. Please don't give up the live chats. They have become a great gathering place for a bunch of virtual fishing friends. I know. I look forward to them. Go Red Sox. Dude, thank you so much for the donation, Frank. Yeah, it's like I'm on the fence about it because I've noticed that my channel has died over the past like 2 months. I mean, this summer it was doing great. And I'm down like over half subscribers. So I'm down to a third of what I was normally getting. Views are way down, monetization, everything has just absolutely fallen off. So, I don't know if it's hunting. I don't know if I've been around, for a long time now and people are just finding other channels they like. I don't know. Maybe my videos aren't that good anymore. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about lives because I've heard it's weird that I've heard a number of people saying they hurt their regular videos. So
That is weird.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. But thank you very much for the donation, Frank. I appreciate that. We've got a bunch of donations. You know what? I'll grab it here in a second. If we get Randall on a tangent, I'll go grab a swim bait. I've got a new swim bait that people are absolutely loving. And I think I'm just going to give one of those away because I can. Heck with it. Painting lures.
Yeah, I'm just going to touch on the live and the YouTube thing just because you can go run and do your thing, but I'll just give my 2 cents. And basically, right, you don't watch YouTube.
Randall's speech.
So. So here's what I've seen because we cut the cable a long time ago. We don't have any type of actual pay TV outside of like Netflix, Hulu, stuff like that. And so a lot of my viewing when I'm not out fishing or doing what else is I watch YouTube videos. I have the people that I subscribe to, and it just seems like where Debo is saying his stuff is down over the last few months, what I'm more seeing of is the people that I did like watching and I, really enjoyed their weekly or, twice a week video postings. They've just they've dumped it. They haven't been posting as much. When they have been posting, it seems like they're once 15, 20-minute videos are down to 7 minutes or, something silly like that. So it's like, I don't know. And that in turn kind of makes me, grow a little bit away from YouTube just because it's like the people I came for aren't always there. and like they have been. So I'm like, I don't know what to do now. So it's
You
weird.
don't know what to do with the hands. Were you talking about how you subscribe to the Googan thing? You've been watching all that?
No, I was.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that more.
I was saying that all the people that I have been watching over the past, people just like kind of fallen off, and they had been putting out videos, you know, one video a week, 2 videos a week, maybe even 3 videos a week, and then they just like everybody says the same thing. Oh, I just had to take a break. Oh, I just had to take a break. I just had to take a break. And I get that, and I understand that. Sometimes you just need a break and take off a couple of days or whatever. But then it's like it was never the same once they came back. You know what I mean?
Look at my mess back there. I just filmed an unboxing. We'll keep it on this view. Okay, so we got a bunch of donations. To hell with it. I'm giving away a swim bait. This is one of my favorite ones that I did. I actually took this one out and was testing it. You're gonna have to use the rash here. I was testing it the other day to make sure these swim. But these are the knockoff DRT TKO clashes. They're like stupid $200 on YouTube and stuff, or on eBay and stuff for the originals. They came out with this new blank, which is like a 99% match to the real thing. I've sent out a few to people who fished big swim baits, and they've said they're almost exact, like to the action and everything of the real one. So I'm giving this one away. This is one of my coolest paint schemes. To heck with it. Anybody that donates tonight is going to be in a random drawing to win this thing. Only people that donated. People that didn't donate, like I said, it's a giveaway. I'm going to be giving away these couple random DEBO'S.
What does that tail do? Is it like a soft plastic?
Yeah, it's a soft rubber tail. The cool part about these is they're it comes with a lip too, and I'll put the lip on it. But you can either do lip in, so it swims like a crankbait, wake bait.
Mm-hmm.
You can take lip out, fish it like a jerk bait, and then the tail flips around either up or down, and that like changes the action of it. So
and it can be changed obviously when like a pike bites it off.
It's like a hard rubber, so it's not like it would take a lot. Yeah, you can get replacements.
So it's not like those frogs that we tried and first cast leg gone.
Nothing like that. So I did see Marling Baits in the house. Randy and I ran into him quite some time ago. Super nice guy. If you guys like tackle making and bait making, I'm sure anybody that's watching now has heard of Marling Baits, but go check him out. That dude is stupid talented. One of the absolute best in the business at painting and making stuff. Marling, how are you, dude? And he's another guy from Iowa and a super nice guy. So Bassel's Chaps said people are mad at you because they can't get your lures. I was actually just taking pictures last night, and I want to get them up either tonight, probably tomorrow night after I get off this. The Hawks are playing. I'm going to try to catch the end of that. I don't know if Tackle Junkie's going live after this. I think he's going live here in a while. So let's see. Okay, so let's talk about, we have been absolutely all over the place, and we just got a couple other donations. Let's get to these quick. Kern River Rod, another huge supporter of the channel. Hello, everybody. Finally able to watch a live stream. Keep it rolling, dude. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate you a ton, my friend. Neil, another good supporter. We talk back and forth. Sweet looking paint job on that. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate the donation. Ben, hopefully, I think Ben is the last one here. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Hella Bass in here. Hella, we're going to have to get you on and talk about some of your tournament fishing. Hella was fishing to get in the BASS deal. Had some kind of stuff going on. I see it kind of kicked your butt there a little bit, but the first day you were in what? Top 5? Keep grinding, brother. I'm damn proud of you. I wish I could do that. I know I would get nowhere close to what you did. So I want to get you on and kind of talk about all that. That'd be fun. Ben Anderson, you guys are great. I've learned a lot watching your channel. Always look forward to your live streams. Well, Ben, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you and everybody else who continues to donate. Everybody in the house, we got a ton of cool people in here. So, okay, YouTube dying. So even Marling said on his post that his impressions are down. I've talked to probably 4 or 5 other YouTubers who said their views are down. And the interesting thing is I've seen a couple channels who people have pointed out to me and said, wow, this guy's really growing, or this guy's doing great. And it seems like kind of a different video. Like people really want the instructional type stuff, how-to type stuff. Usually I try to go out because, I still work a full-time job, 50 hours a week with my kids and everything, stuff going on with the family. It's hard to get out. So when I get free time, I want to go fish. Like, I don't want to put aside a full day to film an instructional. I know that sounds kind of like selfish of me, but I want to go fish. So I try to do like a video around a certain bait and stuff. And I've heard a lot of people saying we want more how-tos. I don't know. What do you think, Randall?
I was just going to say, I'm really torn. I'm 6 of one and half dozen of another. like I use YouTube a lot for like if I don't know how to do something, like it's
Oh,
great
for
to
sure.
just go out and watch. Like literally, I just watched a clip because I realized that one of my reverse lights on my truck is out, and I was like, I don't know how to get to it. And they're like, take these two screws off and just yank on it until it pops out. And I'm like, okay, so I got to go do that now. But like outside of that, I don't know as if I personally would like subscribe or like go constantly watch somebody that is just doing like informational. There's a good mixture
Well,
of it.
yeah, so
And
I shouldn't say just informational. It's like, so it'll be like kind of a concept of like fishing, and like a few of these people have done a really good job, which I've actually got kind of lazy on. And I'm glad some people brought it up because it's like a mix of kind of how to, like me talking with, fish catching stuff kind of mixed in, not just me sitting in front of a camera and talking, even though I try to keep that like fun and educational. People want to see other stuff mixed in. So, maybe I need to do that. Maybe I've gotten a little bit complacent in my videos. I don't know. People can always leave me feedback, whether you feel it's harsh or not. I don't care, as long as it's constructive feedback, not just like, hey, Debo, your ears are stupid. Like, I don't care about that.
I will say like I have really enjoyed like videos that you've done in the past that are informational, but are taking clips from when like you or I or both of us obviously are like out fishing together of like, oh, this is a that, and this is how you do this, or here's an example of, you know, somebody doing something where you're taking a real life application and you're not just going out there and you're specifically talking this is how you cast, or you're using real world type of stuff, you know what I mean?
Yep. So I've seen a bunch of, man, there's so many comments. I'm sorry, everybody. I know people always talk about, dude, you didn't read my comment. I'm trying to go through now as Randy's talking. There's a bunch of stuff going through, and it's stuff that I want to catch on. So people asking, how'd Hella do? Hella, leave in the comments, how'd you do? Be proud of it, brother. Like I said, I'm going to try to get you on. You're a good dude and supporter of the channel. And it's funny because the number of people that I've met, if it wouldn't have been for fishing, like, and I really don't really have like many friends outside of life now, just because of everything that's gone on. And most everybody has been people that I've met, through Instagram, through YouTube, through, like a lot of the regular stuff has kind of gone away. So I appreciate you all have helped keep me sane.
I gotta jump in there and just say, how funny was it? Was it 3 weeks ago when when a bunch of us went over to the Tackle Junkies live right after yours?
Stormed his stream.
Oh my god, some of that
stormed
stuff
his stream and we're picking on Jim. It was fun.
Hilarious. So funny.
Michael said, hey, keep up the live stream. It's the only way I can see you and Dizzle until we can get together to do some actual fishing. Well, thank you very much, Michael. I appreciate the donation. We love to get on and talk fishing. I mean, I could do this all day, every day. I wish YouTube wasn't punishing live streams. I don't know why. Ramon said, I think the drop in views could do with seasonal things, school, sports, holidays, all things that give viewers attention. Yeah, I agree with that. A lot of people talk about hunting, cold weather. People aren't as focused on, fishing and stuff, especially up here in Iowa. It was 49, 48 when we first got out. Then it was up to like 60 today, which is crazy. But
it got really kind of warm today almost.
Yeah. So, it's cooling off. People are kind of getting out of the fishing thing. And like the crazy thing is, I think when I look at my videos, I think only like 30% are like subscribed people, like most of the time, 30 to 40%. The rest is people who aren't even subscribed to me, So it's just got people that are
start telling more people to karate chop the like button.
Hey guys, karate chop the like, subscribe, hit the notification bell,
kick the subscribe bell, and
I feel like people already know that. Neil showing some love for Marling. Marling, you're my absolute favorite bait maker. Neil, that's the wrong answer. You should say Marling and I are tied. Kidding. Marling has about I have as much experience and talent as Marling does in his pinky finger.
Dude, like some of his videos, like seriously, Marley, you're just gonna go out there and you're gonna like, oh, here's a tree. Let me just chop a little bit off, and boom, crankbait, get some.
That's the cool thing about
go home.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about his videos. It's like just a regular guy talking about, hey, I'm building a bait and fishing it. I think that's why he's done so well, is because he's so good at it and is just a regular dude out fishing. Yeah, I agree, dude. He's the best dude that I watch at bait making. Dude has a ton of talent. Kyle with the 20 bomb. Thank you, brother. Don't change anything. You guys are great. I appreciate that a ton, my friend. I want to keep them going. I'm trying to crack the code. So we've talked about views. So, part of it could be seasonal. I know it does kind of slow down. It could be the hunting stuff. I've heard. So the other thing I want to talk about, I didn't do a live stream on it when it first came out because I honestly didn't have all the facts. Randy told me about it when channels were like getting demonetized. And I jumped on Rudd's channel, did a live with him. He was talking about it, and I honestly haven't looked into it anymore since. So I don't know if there's still channels getting demonetized through like for hunting. If that's a thing, I know they said they changed some stuff. I don't know. So my thought is that part of it? They're I don't want to say like punishing other like outdoor channels, but like, do they see fishing in that realm? Because like Rudd and I talked about it, is fishing something maybe not now that could be like demonetized, but down the road? I don't know. Like, is that part of it? Is YouTube just kind of like not sharing and pushing as much? Yeah, you don't know what to do with your hands, right?
Right. I mean, I'm not into it nearly as much as, obviously what you are, but it's just like, I don't know. And everything that, again, I haven't looked at it, so I can't say one way or another, but everybody that I've heard speak about it is you got to take whatever they're saying with a little bit of grain of salt, because obviously they're upset or they're frustrated or they're whatever. But it's like, I haven't looked at the restrictions or requirements or stuff, what you can show or what you can't show. And if it's outlined, it's outlined. And if you choose not to follow what the outline is, then it is what it is. But again, if it's not, then that's a totally different topic and things like that. So I have no idea. Can't we all just get along and have fun?
No, yeah.
And be like, hey, guess what? Cool.
But there's like
it's 2018 and everything's awesome.
Like, that's the weird part about fishing is like, I'm honest, I like obviously not into like hurting animals or like I hunt, I'm very strict on like, I hunt for meat. I hunt for things that I eat. I'm not just like going to put things down to put things down. But like when you think about fishing at its root, like easiest way to explain it is I'm taking a hook, I'm forcibly jamming it through a fish's mouth, I'm taking it out and I'm putting that fish back. There's arguments of fish don't have like sensation in the mouth, they can't feel it, like so many different things. And it's like, maybe that's what they're looking at. Like, it's, you hooked a fish in the face with a hook, like we don't want to share this. I don't know.
I mean, I hooked you in the back of the leg, we took it out and
you did.
I let you go.
I'm a tough guy and it didn't hurt me. I just popped it out when you got hooked in the thumb. I remember we had you on video crying and stuff.
I did not cry.
I know.
I felt so good when it got taken out.
I got you with the old, I'm going to go on 3 and pulled it out on 1. And you're like, you were appalled. You were like, oh, you pulled on 1. I'm like, it's out. You're like, oh, that worked.
I knew you were going to go before 3. You should have gone like 6 and really messed with me.
Mac Flanagan, the king of this and that. He actually did. I reached out to Mac because he's always on. He always donated. So I reached out to him and hooked him up with a special package back when he did that, because I appreciate people that do that. But he always leaves a donation and this or that. So Mac, appreciate a ton. He's got some this or that's. Ton of fun. I did also see Randall Pink Floyd. Randall, I got a couple of your lures painted up and cured and ready for you too, man.
I was hoping snuck through. I think I know what you're talking about.
He said I'd watch Randall crack walnuts. Oh, he's like, dude, it's so fun to pick on Randall. I'm like, dude, I agree. We pick on each other a ton. You guys see me pick on Randy a lot, but we give each other crap. Okay, so Mac Flanagan, this or that's. Battle of the Brands, Zoom or Berkeley? I'm
probably going Berkeley on that one. I know there's a lot of Zoom stuff out there, and I feel like Zoom may have a little bit more of everything, but I think just Berkeley for me is more of a kind of like more of a go-to.
Yeah, because Berkeley's power bait. I'd have to say power bait. I'm the most like confident in the power bait scent. I think they have the best like fishiest stank scent. So I'd say power bait stuff. Berkeley power bait, right? Isn't it?
Except for Strike King's.
Oh yeah, coffee scent. That's the best smelling.
I'm going Berkeley.
Yeah, I agree. 6 Sense or Rapala or Rapala. I don't know the correct pronunciation.
See, this one's tough for me because I haven't used a whole lot of Sixth Sense like hard baits where Rapala, Rapala, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I think everybody's used one at least at one point in time in their life, you know?
I honestly like both. Like, I mean, I've obviously used Rapala a long time, way before Sixth Sense, but I don't know. And, like you look at like the old Pop R, oh gosh, DTs, your Rapala DTs. They've got a ton of stuff. I don't know. That's a tough one. I like Sixth Sense stuff. I'd probably have to go Rapala just because I've used them way longer. I've got, the minnows, the husky jerks, jointed jerk, whatever.
Yep. Rapala, done. Jordan fadeaway.
The BX talk about the BX brat that you stuck in the back of my leg. Rapala.
Didn't you keep that? I hope you kept it.
I did. I kept it. Yeah. Strike King or Z-Man? I'd have to go Strike King. I use way more Strike King stuff. I like the Z-Man Elastec, but like Strike King has just so freaking much. Like, I don't know how you couldn't go Strike King.
Like I will totally. No, I'm not even gonna say it.
Why is my lighting all jacked up? I need to get Gramps over here. Gramps, I'm gonna fly you out here and get my lighting and camera stuff looking crisp like yours. Mine sucks.
What's your right? What's the light on your right hand side?
Had a like a LED light on.
Turn it, move it, tilt it, angle it. Oh God, I wish this chair would have tipped over right there. So funny. Huh? Oh, hey, buddy, welcome back. I like your shirt.
It's got a dimmer switch on it. I'm proud of you too, Randall. Okay.
Actually, that looks a lot better, just FYI.
Does it? Okay, good. Lose or Shimano? Man, that's tough. Everybody's going to say Shimano. If you don't say Shimano, they're made Shimano. They have their own. I honestly like Lose. I've used Lose stuff for a long time. I like both.
I'm going Lose.
Really?
Honestly, I have way more Lose, and the little Shimano that I do have, I really like it, but I've just more experience with Lose. I've got my hands on a lot more Lose. The grips, the wind grips alone would make me choose it over really anything else. Friggin' love those grips.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to go Shimano. They've been around so long. They make a ton of quality gear. You look at things like, the Metanium, the Corrado. The Corrado's 200E7, my favorite old school reel. Yeah, I'd have to go Shimano. Lose has good stuff, though. I feel like people kind of crap on Lose lately.
All right, well, give me all your Lose stuff then, thanks.
Okay, done. Dobbins or St. Croix? I definitely have to go Dobbins just because I haven't got into St. Croix until lately. But I actually really like the St. Croix rods. That Victory rod, I don't know if you can see it back here leaning up. I think it's just out. People have been asking me about that one. I really like that one for lighter jigs. So, that's me. Those are fun. I like that this.
I don't know how to answer that Dobbins or St. Croix question because I have one Dobbins. I like it. Great rod. I actually use it for, that lighter top water type of stuff, like, a little buzzbait or, a little Larry Dahlberg whoppin' ploppin', something like that. It's been a great rod for that. St. Croix, like you asked me this, I don't know, like 6 years ago, I'd have been like, duh, St. Croix beats all of them. Come on now. But the more and more I've used St. Croix, like, I don't want to say that I don't like them, but at the same time, I feel like they need to kind of be, you got to handle them with kid gloves. I feel like me being the person I am, I'm a little rough on stuff. So, like, okay, I'm still going to say St. Croix.
St. Crux. Yeah, I figured you would. Okay, yeah. Well, okay. So what path are we going down next? There's all kinds of this or that's. I think I've got
I saw biscuits and gravy in the comments a second ago.
Oh, biscuits and gravy for sure is my favorite. Love me some.
Oh my God, I saw something as I was waiting for this to get started. There was a video I was watching, and somebody had
more here. We might as well get on this
breakfast pot pie, and the insides were B's and G's, and there was an over easy egg on the top.
Oh my gosh, send me that recipe.
The crust looked ridiculous. So
here's a good one. We're going to come back, Daniel, to your donation. Reaction Innovations or Yamamoto?
Reaction innovations, just
For sure,
for
reaction
the
innovations.
sheer fact that they don't break if you take it through a piece of grass.
I've tried. Hey, I've told them on my live streams about 100 times. If you want to sponsor Debo, bring over a truckload here. I even tagged them. And they said, good picture. I said, hey, you want to sponsor me and bring a truckload over? Nothing. Doesn't look like Debo's getting the reaction innovation sponsorship, but I'd still take him. The Skinny Dipper, Little Dipper, Beavers, and Pocket Rocket.
All the color names are
truly
amazing.
Yeah, I love reaction innovation. Yamamoto's got good stuff too. You know, it's kind of the durability thing, but there's no. Dude,
I feel like all the Yamamoto stuff is the same durability though. It's like I feel like everything that I've used is like literally they take the same formula and they dump it into every mold, and it's like, come on, dude, you can change it just a little bit for like a jig trailer or something like that.
That's the tough part. The more that I use different plastics, so yeah, and I think it's probably more since I've been like making my own plastics, because I've noticed it. Like speaking of Marling, those guys over at the Bait Cave, when I make baits with them, you've got a Yamamoto product that has a ton of salt in it, and it definitely has a different look, a different feel compared to just like a plastisol plastic with no salt in it, obviously, because one's going to float, one's going to sink. But you get a completely different action out of a bait like that has a bunch of salt in it. So, I mean, it's the salt that's not allowing it to hold up as well. I don't know if there's other things in it too, and what the proprietary process is, but you definitely get a different look out of a bait that's lightly salted versus a bait that has a lot of salt in it, and you give up durability. So I don't know.
Out of all the flavors in the world, salt is not my favorite. So
you're always salty about something. Okay, back to Daniel T. Okay, so this is something that Randall brought up to me. I didn't know about this. Randall subscribed to the Googans, a huge supporter. I'm pretty sure he donates all of his monthly checks and paychecks and everything to him. But he said, when you have the Googans telling people to leave YouTube for their pay-per-view platform, it can't be helping any of the fishing channels. And this is actually funny because I told Randy about this as soon as channels started to get demonetized. I said, it's going to come a time when there's going to be a different platform that is like hunting, fishing, all this stuff. Like somebody's going to do that, and stuff's going to migrate over. Now, basically, I'm saying the Googan should give me a portion of sales from this because I thought about it before them.
Right. I mean,
that's not going to happen. But
okay. So first of all,
tell people what happened so people like know the.
Okay. Well, first of all, before I dive into that, I didn't do everything that Debo said. I didn't actually. I did the exact opposit. But anyway,
so Andrew, got a Googan tattoo on his arm on the inner side of his bicep. Hey, you got a nice shirt. Love you, buddy.
As soon as this is over, I'll be there in 45 minutes.
Okay, so what happened with this? Because you looked into it.
So yeah, I can't remember the guy's name, but he does like deer hunting. A lot of deer hunting is when the first guy that I heard of it. So essentially, everybody's claim was that they had to take all of their videos that included really any type of air quotes violence towards animals, essentially. So, hunting, skinning, any type of processing, things like that, they had to take all of it down. So a big group of those people, like a big group of the Googans, they all have something like that, on their channel, in their library, their history, whatever you want to call it. And, the big two, Lunkers and Flair, they were really pressing the fact that, I had to go back and delete or remove 50 gabillion videos to be able to stay within air quote compliance and not get like 100% monetized banned. Yeah, Fishing Cramps, Seek One. Yep, that's who the first one was. So they all collaborated and they kept hinting towards, going with something different. So now if you guys check out any of their videos as of, I would say probably 2 weeks ago, well, I should say Lunkers or Flair, and actually Lojo just jumped on the bandwagon also, but they're all going to start off with the exact same. Honestly, it's the exact same written down speech maybe tweaked a little bit from person to person, talking about how, all of the rules and regulations are so terrible and they're trying to kick everybody down and this and that. And again, I can't speak one way or another, but they decided to go their own route. And for me, the thing that really
it's like a pay-per-view prescription or subscription thing, right? So you pay for your subscription, then you can you have access to watch their stuff. So somebody commented in here, and I think that's a good point is that why would you go to a paid channel to see all that other stuff, skinning or, whatever, versus a free channel? Well, I think the answer to that is if they own it, if they own the platform, YouTube, the deal is YouTube can't tell them, what you can, what you can't post.
Right.
So I think that's why they're doing that. Now, would that kill a free, a free subscription thing like YouTube? I don't know. A lot of people aren't going to go to that route. It's going to be very small, very siphoned to only the Googans, and whoever else they bring in. So
I guess it relates to, or the best thing that I can think of is if any of you guys look at TikTok or things like that, it's like you have a TikTok account and you see somebody on the TikTok and you're like, well, that's an attractive person. What's going on with them? And they're like, oh, hey, go check out my OnlyFans. So that's basically the same thing here. You have a free service that is offering a taste, if you will, and you want the rest, you go over to this other one. So the bigger thing that really kind of got to me was they continue to say that, oh, we're still going to post videos, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and maybe a little bit later than what it is currently. And then it just felt really weird with them saying, we're giving away, in one instance, a gun every single month, and we're going to give away a trip to Flair's farm, and we're going to give away Lunker's boat, and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, I feel like you're trying really, really hard to push something to actually make it happen or grab hold of.
I don't know. I understand where they're coming from. But so Kyle Norris brings up a great point. He says, and Debo wonders why views are down because I have open conversations. I think that's the problem with a lot of this is people don't want to talk about stuff openly and have a conversation. It's like, so by people, I don't know if Kyle is saying that because we're talking about Googan, we hate Googans. I don't hate Googans. I have nothing against any of them. I like some of their baits. I use some of their stuff. And that's a question that I get every single week. And I say it every single week. It's either you have to be a Googan fanboy and love everything about him, or you hate Googans and hate everything about him. I've said it ever since Googan come out. I have only the utmost support for those guys. They have done a lot of Googan hate comes from jealousy, in my opinion. They've done what a lot of people have wanted to do and they can't do it. I don't hate them. I've never met any of the guys. I like some of their stuff. Some of the other stuff I'm not, I could care less about. I talk about it every week. I joke about it coming up every week. We have to get our Googan question in. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, I agree 100%. I have nothing against the guys. I enjoy a lot of their videos. I think some of the stuff that they used to do was pretty funny. It didn't necessarily their Googan Week stuff. A lot of that stuff was pretty entertaining for me and things like that. But then it's just like I said, some of the stuff seemed to change recently, no matter what it was. And, it just seems like it's now turned to hyper focus, and there's only one thing on their mind, and it's not necessarily entertaining people per se. And again, I'm not downplaying or down talking anybody. I just get the feeling that I'm not number one anymore. If that makes sense, it's like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but like I said, like Debo said, I like their lures. Go look at my fishing bag right now. There are a lot of Googan baits in there right now. So
yeah, I don't know.
It is.
Bass says I should start an OnlyFans channel. I think is what he was going here and make it OnlyFins. I don't know. Pay per fishing view. Nobody would want to watch my only channel. I only recently learned what OnlyFans were, so yeah, nobody would want to watch that. Spacey Cohen says, watching your videos, you have taught my boyfriend how to use a baitcaster and how to use different kind of tackle. Awesome. I'm glad I can help y'all. I want to do more baitcaster stuff. I was talking to Randy about that the other day. it's been years, what, 3 or 4 years since I did like all my Baitcaster stuff. And I'm not an expert by any means. I consider myself decently knowledgeable. I can take one completely apart, put it back together, tune them in. But I'm a huge gear nerd, and I just released the new Okuma Hakai Baitcaster review. Like I said, I need to do the SLX DC, and I think actually Braden, I think I missed yours. I saw your icon, and I think I missed your. Yeah, I did. I've got the SLX DC review I need to do. I've got a couple loos. I've got all kinds of stuff I need to get going on the review stuff.
There's a really big lose one that you need to get done.
I know. I've got your reel. Actually, somebody just Instagrammed me about that before and said, when are you going to do your loose custom pro? I'm sorry, Randall. I'll bring you a reel of your choice. So Braden,
My
good
loose
supporter.
custom pro done.
Yes, except not. Braden, even though bass fishing is slowing down, I'm looking forward to seeing other types of videos and lure painting, also all around best jig rod. Well, thank you, Braden, for always supporting. I've got a special reel for you. I might have already kind of given it away, but that reel will be yours after I do the review. My favorite best all-around jig rod, I like a 7'2" medium heavy is my favorite. If you're not fishing around a bunch of heavy cover and stuff. From the bank, I like throwing like a 5/16 ounce is my favorite. I feel like you get snagged less with that. You can still feel bottom contact. As far as like an actual brand or anything, 7'2" medium heavy, fast action. Gosh, there's so many out there. I don't even know. I couldn't even pick one.
Okay, so I gotta go. I gotta throw this out there. I did recently talk about how I liked the 13 fishing rod that I've been using for a jig rod recently. I think I noticed today that I don't like it as much. And Debo, you'll have to take my dumb words and put them into real man's words. But like when I'm popping my jig, I feel the pop and it feels like it's almost loading up. And then when it hits, I get like a quick bounce on the tip. And I was going to have you do it today, but then we move spots or whatever. But
is it too soft? Does it feel too spongy when you pull it out and then you feel the quick pop, like knock when it hits?
Yeah. So what's happening is I'm doing just like a regular pop. And usually with rods that I've had before is I'll do the pop and you're not going to get very much like play when that jig comes back down and makes contact to the bottom of the water.
We'll have to look at it. Bring it tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. So like, I don't know what it is. It's just, there's a lot of feel. It's very sensitive and I can feel a lot of things. I can feel the rocks that I'm pulling it across. I can feel the bark on the wood that I'm pulling it across, but there's just so much more in there in the actual motion. So
yeah, I don't know, Braden. That's a huge kind of a wide open, but I would say like a 7'2", medium heavy, fast.
Yeah, I was gonna say the original Vendetta, favorite hands down jig rod, and then I broke something on it. And
job, Randall.
Karma.
Spacey says another $5 donation. Thank you very much. He actually likes fishing now. Maybe you can start some videos on fly fishing. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, I will not do fly fishing. I've tried it a couple times, and you'd see me basically try to lasso myself with it, even though it is funny watching it mess up and catch fish. That's all part of the learning process. But yeah, I won't be getting into it. I know.
Dude, fly fishing's fun. Like, again, I think I've said it before. Trout fishing, I was like, my dad was like, here, you want to trout fish? You're going to have to learn how to fly fish first. So
Kyle says I was ripping on Diz. I don't give two craps about Googan. Well, Kyle, you're welcome in the stream if you're ripping on Diz. Randall and I, Mr. Randall Pink Floyd, love to pick on Randy. We do it out of love. Yeah, somebody else said, that's a lot of how things are. People don't like when someone becomes successful. Yeah, like you look at a lot of the Googan's older stuff and like they're horrible. They're just little kids talking about stuff and like their videos are crap. And now, they have this multi-million.
I think that's probably the other part about it is, they're successful. They wanted something and they went after it and they did it and they're super young. Like what's Flair? Flair just turned like maybe 22 or something. Not really, but I'm sure he's still in his 20s.
I don't know.
I'm
I'm
an old
old
man,
and I
so
don't keep with it. Yeah. So Steve says, do an SLX MGL review. Steve, I actually was using the SLX MGL on what combo was it I was just doing the other day, Randy? I said I haven't had this out forever. I like the
God, what
SLX
was it?
MGL a lot. I do need to do a review on that. I think I've got all the SLX reels now. I need to just do like an SLX overview stuff. I'm so behind. It makes me mad because I love gear talk.
Yeah, you should do one of those tackle bag ones too.
Chris Felix, one of the first guys to send me. I will do a tackle bag one, Randy. A bunch of soft plastics, good supporter. He said, shout out from deployment again, Debo and Dizzle. Crazy lit over here. Later, dude. Later, man. I'm sorry. I just now saw you. I saw one earlier about you talking. I don't remember what it was, but dude, thank you so much for everything you're doing
100%.
and supporting
Thank you,
me
sir.
and the channel. What else? John Hancock says, I've fished all of my life, but never fished with the baitcaster until I watched your videos. Boom. That's awesome, dude. I'm always happy to get, and it's funny the number of people that I get. I was just joking with Randy today because I'll have people watching like a baitcaster video and they'll say, baitcasters are stupid. Here's how you cast with one. Throw it in the water. I can't believe I watched this whole thing. I'm like, if you already hate baitcasters and know they suck, why did you watch my video? I don't know.
Yeah, what's the point of actually watching it?
Yeah,
I mean, what are you
somebody.
doing
There was one where Randy and I went out. I was using just spinning rigs because I don't use a spinning rod a ton. I have nothing against them. I like spinning rods, but I'm like, I'm just going to do a spinning rod only challenge, you know. And at the beginning of the video, I'm kind of joking. I'm like, you know, there's a whole bunch of other challenges that are like worse than this, like stupid challenges out there, like Barbie rod stuff and stuff that I'm just personally not into. You know, I know it makes for fun fishing stuff, but some guy randomly popped up today when Randy and I were going out and said, how is using spinning rods a challenge, you idiot? I'm like,
dude, I mean,
I'm like, I don't know, dude. Some of the comments makes me laugh. And then, you know, you get people like John saying, hey man, I didn't do this until I watched your stuff. Thank you. That's what makes it all worth it.
I do got to also say, John, I can't see your name and not think of Chris Farley and Tommy Boy. Herbie Hancock.
Herbie.
Very beginning of the movie. It's a great movie.
Let's see. What else do we have? Okay, so we kind of went down the rabbit hole. I told you we were going to go all over the place tonight. Gear, we've talked about. Googans, we've talked about. YouTube fishing, is it dying? I don't know, man. Like, the only thing that is for sure and that is 100% going to happen in life is that things are going to change. So at some point, YouTube is not going to be like the be all end all of like a free viewing. Like sometimes at some point it's going to change. You know, we went from I had a MySpace way back in the day that changed to Facebook, and now you've got instant. You know, I mean, stuff's going to change. You know, at some point.
I mean, realistically, it's not free right now. Like, you can have it be free if you pay for the premium. You're still getting ads that you are forced to watch. And
well, I mean, anywhere you have internet, you can view it for free. You don't have to pay to get on.
Right.
Or...
But you know what I mean. Can I just real quick? I gotta hop up on my soapbox here real fast. If I happen to, for whatever reason, click on a 2-minute video and it starts me out forcing me to watch a 15-second ad before I get to do anything, and then they do a real quick live read for whatever promo ad that they're doing, like,
okay. Well,
yes.
Thanks for letting us know, Randall. You don't like the beginning ads.
Soapbox. It's done. I kicked it to the side.
Roland said, I saw wood. I pitched to it. I got snagged on wood. That happens a lot. I was fishing today in open hook swim bait. I saw wood, pitched to wood, caught a fish. And literally I was just saying, I hope I don't get snagged on this because I'm trying to get like really close to this wood and then it got snagged. And I just switched
I
up.
literally, right before the cast, before I caught my fish today, I was like, I'm sitting there and there's a literal tree branch sticking up out of the water, and I was like, oh, I can get to that easy. I want to kind of get it like right there, and I cast my swim jig, and I swear it goes around and it just does the and like completely puts a double shindo slip knot into my line on this branch. Somehow I got it off of there and then caught a fish on the next cast. So
the old 1-2 whipperoo, catch them.
Yep.
Fishing fix. And this is a video I need to do because like and people people have done it before, but I always like to give my own spin on things because there's people that'll say if you do a YouTube video that's been done before, you're just copying, you're not original, like you're dumb, blah, blah. Like there's so much on YouTube. Like if you think you're doing anything original, like, to me, you doing your own video in your own way is original, right? Because I'm not just going to, there's a difference if I go out and watch somebody's video and copy it word for word, that's one thing. But, if I give my take on stuff, like Fishing Fix said, I prefer baitcasters that kind of suck with spinning gear. That's why I only have one spinning setup. I think you're 1,000 times more accurate with the baitcaster. You have way more control. You can fish different baits more efficiently. Somebody else will come along and might say the complete opposite. You can do anything, with a spinning rig that you can a baitcaster. And that's true. You can. It's all personal preference. So that's why I try to give my point of view. And I tell people to go watch other people because the more information you can have, the better off you're going to be. My way is not the right way. It's not the wrong way. It's my way. So,
it's just like, what's it? Matt Stone and Trey Parker. Simpsons did it. The episode of South Park where they try to do something new and interesting and fun. And they're like, nope, Simpsons did it.
I didn't see that one. I used to watch South Park back in the day. I haven't watched it forever, but
yeah, it's been a while.
Fish Daddy 401. Talk about a good dude. We actually did an Instagram live the other night. Said, forget Googan, Gary, and all the other big names. Support your local bait maker. When you do that, it helps a family and a small business. Love you, Debo. Love you too, Arthur. He's a good dude. Actually, funny enough, from when I did that video, I was talking about Fish Daddy 401 right here. Check him out. He makes a ton of cool soft plastics and stuff. And he sent me this one. This one goes up on my wall of coolness. But it's he and his wife that makes these. And they actually do like a skin mold inside and make these. So like when you look at it, it's got this cool 3D look, like holographics. But he's, just a regular guy with kids making soft plastics, selling them. And he's absolutely right. I tried to do that a ton, buying from, small companies. I've got a whole bunch of other small companies like this, like him, like me, myself. I mean, I have a bait company, making my own crankbaits and stuff. Absolutely. Support those small businesses. I want to do a bunch more of those unboxings. I've got a bunch lined up. So
yeah, I just want to jump in there and say, you showed me that when you first got it, and it didn't come through nearly as amazing as what it actually looks.
Yeah, for sure. It's hard to understand.
It's ridiculously amazing looking. So awesome job, dude.
Here's a good one. Okay, Joe, I'll come back to you. Edgar, since I'm wearing the hat, 13 or Okuma. He's put me on the spot. Both make great stuff. I was using the 13 Fishing Concept A before I was using any of the Okuma baitcasters, and I think that's a super solid baitcaster. Obviously, I've used a bunch of the Okuma stuff this year. They've hooked me up with some stuff, like some free hats even. Super good people. There's good stuff on both. I mean, I like, what is it? The guide, concept guide, whatever it is, the crankbait rods Okuma came out with. Love those. And then the Psycho Stick. Crazy good, the Hakai.
Oh, that thing is ridiculous.
Just got the new 13 Fishing Z Slide. I was using that today for a jig.
Mm-hmm. I heard you announce it multiple times. Z Slide.
Z Slide. I was saying that when I was using the Z Slide on it. The Z Slide was hard to get dialed in though, and I know Tackle Junkie talked about that, and he said somebody else talked about it, but it was hard reel to get dialed in. But once I got it, it feels good. So I like both of them. I think both have pros and cons.
I'm going 13 just because this is really my first year with Okuma. And honestly, before this season started, before open water hit, I was like, does Okuma do other stuff besides like ice fishing or like spinning?
See, I only had their spinning stuff. Yeah, I only had their spinning stuff.
I never knew. And it was just I didn't know type of thing,
Yep. So Joe, this is something I wanted to bring up. I did see, and probably everybody has already seen it on not YouTube, Instagram. Aaron Martens passed away. He was battling cancer for, I think it was close to about 19, 20 months, and going through chemo every couple days. I don't remember how much. I couldn't believe the stuff that dude went through. So yeah, thoughts out to him and his family. I can't imagine. I've got a very close family member going through it. That's actually why I shaved my head. Because my family member shaved their head, got a wig and everything. But dude, cancer sucks. I mean, cancer is a piece of crap. I wish we could find a way to just not have it ever. I know that's going to bring the stream down. I'm sorry to get everybody sad, but dude, Aaron Martens was a stud. I remember the first time, because my dad, Pops, doesn't watch a ton of like pro bass fishing stuff now. But whenever he comes up here, sometimes we'll hang out and watch like old MLFs and stuff. And it was the MLF when Aaron Martin set the record. And, I'm like, dude, this dude's a stud with drop shot. And like, we had a fun time watching that. And that was the first time Dad ever watched Aaron. And we were just talking about that. So it's sad as hell. He was a great guy. Much love for him. He was a big guy into knots too. Funny enough, on one of the MLFs, they were talking about how Aaron Martens would tie some of the other guys' leader knots like a long time ago, because he was so meticulous with knots. So yeah, man. Thoughts to his family.
Yeah, that really, honestly, that sucks. It's just like, but the thing that I guess, the family can, obviously hang their hat on is, there's random nobodies like us, talking about, the amazing things that he did. And it wasn't, just because he was a this or he was a that, but just how you said, his ability to be that meticulous or that precise when it comes to, tying a knot. It's like, man, I wish I could be known for tying a knot. I can do a Palomar good sometimes. And that's about it. It's like, just to be remembered like that is something that is something that, is amazing.
Yep. So Joe said top 3 pros you'd love to fish with. So the tough part for me is I've never met like a pro to hang out with, and like there's people that I think I would get along with and I think they look cool, but I don't know. I've never met them. Like Bill Dance is always on the top of my list because he's somebody that I watched way back in the day when I was young. I've got a Bill Dance, actually a subscriber sent me that, if you can see it right there. The orange and white Dance hat. The Tennessee hat. He would definitely have to be on top of the list. Now, whether or not he would get sick of me and be like, Debo, you're an idiot, get off my boat.
Oh my God. I think he would literally get up out of his like captain's chair next to the trolling motor and kick me out, because I'll be in the back of the boat being like, "Go fishing with Bill Dance today." And just over and over and over again.
As far as new pros, I don't know. To me, like I've always said it would have to be somebody I could learn from, but yet we have a good time. Like a lot of the pros seem like they're so serious, and I don't know if it's just because we see them in that tournament setting. I wouldn't want somebody that's 100% business, like just straight serious the whole time. Shut up, like we're gonna fish. Like I want to go out, have a good time. Let's joke around. Let's fish. Let's learn. Let's share stories. So whoever that would be, I don't know. You all comment and let me know. Who do you think that would be? Who would you all like to see me fish with? If I could con a pro into letting dummy Debo get on the boat with him, who would it be? If I get Ish. Dude, I would love to fish with Ish. Ish, do you want to just go frog for the whole day? He's like, yeah, that's what we're going to do anyway. I'm like, well, do you want to marry me? I know I'm married, but I want to marry you.
So just real fast, I'm going to throw mine out there.
Yeah. Who do you have?
I would love to fish with Hank Barker.
Hank is on the top of the list too. Yeah. And
just like
it would
whatever
be Hank
that accent is and how he would say stuff. I'm just like, yes, Hank, let's do it. Let's go. Hank, somebody just said it, Jimmy Houston, for whatever reason, I just kind of want to see if I could just like kind of touch his hair just to see what's going on, and maybe that gives me powers.
Like, and I respect
lastly,
him, but
this might be a little strange. Ike.
A lot of people love
very,
Ike.
very long time been like a huge Ike fan. I don't have very many books, but one of the books I do have is Ike's book.
What is it? Fight or Fish, where he's standing on the front of it in the fighter post. I forget what it's called.
No, it's the one where he's got a bass like up in his face.
Yeah, he's got the fish like in the fighter post, like where it's like fighter.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called. Ike seems cool. Like, I think he'd just be a crazy dude. I think he'd honestly probably be too all over. I don't think we get anything done. I think we'd get crazy.
For me,
I don't know. I want to know. I want everybody else to tell me. Who do you think? JCB8689 with the $10 donation. Thank you so much. It means a lot. I appreciate the donations. I need to pick a winner. Damn, we're already over an hour. And I'm missing the Iowa game.
Can I change one?
No, you can't change.
I'm kicking Jimmy Houston out, and I'm going G-Man. Just
G-Man?
yeah.
Swindle?
I mean, yeah.
I think he'd be fun too, but I don't know. I feel like he would he's so good. I almost feel like he wouldn't want me in the boat. Like he would make you laugh. He would have fun, but I think he's
yeah.
I don't know.
He's gonna talk.
I
I feel like he's gonna talk behind my back, but I'm gonna be okay with it because
I wouldn't say he talked behind my back. I think
yeah, he's gonna. Well, I'm already kind of used to it because he's gonna be a Debo and he's gonna like give me a hard time constantly. So, just saying.
I like that.
But then he cooks awesome food too. I don't know if you've ever seen some of the stuff that he posts on Instagram. If you follow him.
No. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we have people saying who I should go fish with. I'm going to get to that in a second. I did see a cool question here, and damn it, it went all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, you got to stop doing that.
I literally don't touch it.
God, how amazing are the Bill Dance like blooper reels where he's like, "Oh, time to do this," and then he just like chucks himself in with a battery in his hands, or
best.
Pull out.
Barry McKinney, $10 donation. Barry, thank you so much. That's what I was saying was I need to do the giveaway. Thanks for reminding me. So I'm doing 2 giveaways. So I'm going to do the random comment generator thing that Fishing with Gramp showed me how to do. A special signed Debo. That was a Halloween one. I didn't get to do my Halloween stream. And then a 1-of-1 craw that I actually like so much I wanted to go throw out today. But I'm giving it away. To heck with it. It's getting the old giveaway treatment. So let me jump.
Been donated anyway.
Yeah, I would have donated it to Wood. So find Wood, donate Debo Craw to Wood. StreamYard.
What's your hashtag?
Well, hold on. That's why I don't want to do it yet. Nobody do that because I want to get to the comments because it's going to be a stream of whatever I pick. So
right.
Houston B-Lat, Matt Steffen says Steve. Fish with Gramps says hate cancer. Wife has surgery next week. Well, Gramps, thoughts out to you. I've got a very close family member going through it. So if you need anything, brother, let me know. I'm always down to talk. Let's see. Thomas Palmer said, "Rip Aaron, prayers to him." Yeah, dude, that frickin' sucks. He seemed like a good dude. I don't know him. I mean, I never talked to the guy or anything, but he seemed like a damn good guy. Let's see.
There's a guy here in the local scene in Waterloo that I guess was on the tour for a little bit. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but he seems like he's a pretty good fisherman and like not really that jerky.
I might have some fun kayak stuff with a guy who actually does national tournaments, who's won some national, like got very high places in national stuff that hopefully I can talk to him and do some stuff next year. Christopher said Zona, KVD, and Swindle. See, I would say KVD because, dude, KVD is a stud. He's obviously the GOAT, undisputed GOAT. But I feel like I don't know him that well, but I feel like KVD would be like, listen, we're fishing. I don't care about your stupid jokes, Debo. You're a nerd.
Yeah.
But he might not be that way at all. Like I said, I don't know.
And I'd feel like I'd be trying to cast my crankbait out there like he does, and I would just be like picking out backlashes the entire day.
Down to the back end. John says Bill Dance, B-Lat, and Andrew Upshaw. Do I know Andrew Upshaw? Stubby, it sounds like has a running.
That sounds like that's actually a T-Rex up there.
It's his feet on his claws on the wood floor. B-Lat would be fun. Ooh. B-Lat seems like a super cool, down-to-earth cat. Hackney was another one. Backlash Pro.
Oh,
Greg Hackney seems like another one that seems like he would be a ton of fun. When I watched him and Zona were at that like little private pond that's like it's like a big squarish / oval place, and he only goes and fish it. It's a private place that he only like goes to once a year. I think he said with Hackney.
It's not the Yamamoto pond, is it?
No, it's not the Yamamoto one. Dude, Hackney seems like he'd be a ton of fun, but again, I don't know. Like it's so hard to tell. He would be one of my top picks, I think, as well. He seems like he'd be fun.
Ooh.
Bill Dance,
Jimmy Sailor, do you see that comment?
Classics. What's that?
See that Patty Sailor comment?
I
was up 14-3, start of the third.
Woo! All right, I'm coming down to the more recent stuff here. So Philip, another good supporter. He's a super good guy. Paul Elias, Hank Parker, Roland Martin, old school favorites. Oh, TJ. Jim's picks KVD, Hack Attack, and Wheeler. See, I feel like Wheeler'd be fun, but he's like too good for me. I almost don't want somebody that's like so amazingly good because I don't know. I mean, Wheeler's on a tear this year. I feel like I'd just be dragging him down. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
another vote for P-Lat. What?
This isn't tourney fishing, and you got to go check out Randall Pink Floyd's comment.
John Cruz. Yeah, I think John Cruz would be a super fun guy to fish with as well. Edwin Evers. I did just see Rudd fished with Evers. I think he would be a nice guy to fish with. Jimmy Houston, Roland Martin, lots of those guys, the old school, which I love.
God.
What now?
Randall Pink Floyd's comment.
Just recently? I'm nowhere near the bottom. I'll scroll down and then we're going to go back. Wheeler's on fire right now. Yeah, that's why I don't want to fish with Wheeler. Like, he's too good. I think I would just I don't think he would want to fish with me. Mr. Stubbs?
Yes.
Mr. Palmer with the $10 donation. Thank you, sir. You are a good dude. What I don't see Philip whose was it?
You just read it. Randall Pink Floyd's. He wants to fish with Mr. Stubbs.
Oh, I didn't even notice. That's funny. Bueller. Yeah, Mr. Stubbs. I don't think he'd be a good.
Oh, Babe Winkleman, come on, Ryan.
Oh, dude, with the chest hair and the gold chain, Mr. Winkledink, Babe Winkledink.
And Debo, he's gonna be going for freaking pike, obviously.
Dude, yeah, Babe Winkleman.
What are the
old school?
What are the
Zone Hackney?
God.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, Gross Savan. It's a private place they were at. If that's the place, Ryan. Yeah, it was crazy. It looked fun. Roland Martin. See, I was never like a huge Roland Martin fan. I nothing against him. I never watched him. I always gravitated toward Bill and Hank.
Gramps, I said Denny Brower a while ago. Just saying. Oh, do we freeze again?
Yeah, I was never a huge Denny Brower fan. I respected him, but I never. Yep. So I was up 14-3. Awesome. Love it. Scott Martin. Yeah, like Scott and Roland, I think would both be fun. I was never huge like fans of them, but I think they'd be cool as hell to fish with.
Is like it? Yeah, Al Linder. Al Linder was the other like in the Babe Winkleman comment. Yep. I don't want to go fishing with him because I feel like he would. I feel like I would feel bad after I got done fishing with him, just because I'm not on that level, personally. That's all.
See, Matt Robertson. Oh, yeah. I'm on him. Robertson, he seems like one of the most down-to-earth dudes ever. I mean, I've never met the guy or anything, but I know he's kind of a fan favorite right now. He was the dude, for those of you that don't know Robertson, he was the dude that showed up to the Bassmaster weigh-in where he had his, like, tournament jersey cut off sleeves, and he's just like, hey, this is how I'm doing it. This is fashion, baby.
Who's this guy?
Look up Matt Robertson. He's on the thing right now.
I don't know as if I've ever heard of this guy, and I kind of want to.
That's why he's a fan favorite, dude. He's like the blue collar. What was he doing? He's either in construction or
Donnie Baker Bass Fishing. Gramps says.
Yeah, so look him up. He seems like a cool guy. He's like, if you see on him, those on him hats. Are you listening?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so that's him on him. Because like we're on him. Okay, so I don't know, man. It was kind of all around. I didn't see like a very.
There wasn't a defined.
Yeah, I didn't 100%. See like for sure 100% like Debo. You need to fish with this guy. It would be absolutely the best. Outdoor angling. What's that?
We should have seen more ish.
Yeah, how do we not get a bunch of ish votes? See, I don't feel like ish would be like a ton of jokey stuff, but I would literally be fine burning the whole day with ish fishing frogs.
It was funny. There was a I don't know, whatever tournament, easy, quick, head-to-head thing. It was Ish in one boat and G-Man in another boat. And literally G-Man was driving down this lily pad scum line and just with an ounce jig and just going fiff, like trying to make blow-up spots or make it look like it was a bunch of blow-up spots. So Ish would waste his time trying to fish. It is super funny.
That's awesome. Outdoor Angling said, Debo, can I send you some custom wooden lures, and what lures would you like? Dude, I'm always humbled when people want to send me that stuff. You certainly can. I leave my P.O. box. I'll put it in the video description after this. I need to get it all going, but Yeah, dude, whatever you want to send. I'm always blown away when people do that. I appreciate you, man, taking time and everything out. It would be a ton of fun to check some of those out. Fish Daddy with another donation. I think I'm all caught up on donations. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Got to pick the old school guys while you can. 10 years maybe, Swindle, Belat, Ike. I would say Dance, Roland, Houston. Yeah, they're not going to be around forever. That's why, we were just talking about cancer and everything. Tomorrow's never guaranteed. I could get hit by a car tomorrow and DEBO'S fishing is gone. You never know. So
take it over and just drive it into the ground hardcore.
That's fine. Don't worry. Do it. Take it over. Make it whatever. B-Lat's hilarious. Somebody said B-Lat 1. I think it was John Hancock said B-Lat 1. JT Kinney, I think, would be a ton of fun. Seth Fighter, I know a lot of people love him. See, I feel like he wouldn't be like, I feel like we wouldn't joke around a ton. Like whenever I watch Fighter, he always seems like he's like a serious dude. But again, I don't know. Like, I don't know these guys. So I agree with Jim. I need an off-em hat. And not off him as in like I'm gonna wax that guy and take him out, but off him as in I can't catch fish because it's been a struggle my last couple times out. Okay, so enough of that. Let's pick a winner. We went down some crazy paths tonight. Jim, are you going live at 8:30? We're gonna be off here at 8:30 because I want to watch the rest of the Iowa game. I don't know. So if you are, Jim, let us know. We're all going to flood your channel, Tackle Junkie. We did that last week, and it was fun. Okay, so let's see. Choose a broadcast. The keyword is going to be
the suspense is like really getting at me right now.
Okay, the hashtag is going to be, I'm going to put it in here, hashtag Dizzle. And this is just for the free giveaways. You don't have to, it doesn't matter if you donated or not. A couple cool cranks, S-Crank Craw, and a signed Debo Halloween Craw that didn't get the giveaway last week. Just hashtag Dizzle. I'll put it up here.
Dude, you probably shouldn't have done hashtag Dizzle because technically you're now in the drawing as well.
Oh, it's fine. If I read,
hey, it won't be late if you win.
Huh?
What's that?
Do what?
The new sweatshirt you have on?
Yeah, I like your beard. It looks nice today, buddy. You look pretty.
Yours doesn't look fake at all.
And then, yeah, somebody told me one time, that's a running joke between Randy and I. Somebody in one of my videos said, who's this guy with the stupid glasses and something else? It looks like he has a fake beard.
Like,
I don't know what that means. Like, is it just too perfect? Does it literally just look like fake hair? I don't know.
Oh, geez.
I think that person was just jealous that they can't grow a beard like Debo. Let's see. I need to go over to YouTube and do a random pick of everybody who donated to get a swim bait giveaway going. I do still have the swim bait to show everyone. Let's see. While that's running, I'm going to jump through real quick and pick the donation winner. Where are my lives?
Hashtag fake beard.
Hashtag fake beard. Whoever put hashtag fake beard, they're disqualified. None of the Debo fake beard bashing in here. We have 145 likes and no dislikes. So far, that's what YouTube Studio shows. Y'all are too damn awesome. Usually I hop on, there's already a couple people that have disliked. So
how do you must thumbs down a video?
What?
Huh?
Randy?
I'm kidding.
Okay, so 91 entries. How many people do we have watching? 230? How do we not have like 200 and some hashtag Dizzle comments? Y'all want to win. Sorry.
Well, I mean, I'm watching too, technically.
Anybody who donated, I'm going to go pick a winner for this one right now. That's the swim bait, the TKO Clash knockoff looking deal that I painted.
Half broken now because it was thrown.
Half broken because I dropped it. And then I'm going to be anybody who does the hashtag Dizzle is getting a couple custom DEBO'S. Just so you know, in case you're wondering what in the hell we're doing and why there's 875 hashtag Dizzle comments if you just jumped in. But let me see. So for my, let's see, lives, we have.
Are you going to pull it up?
No, because it would show all my YouTube stuff. I'm just going to do a random pick.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to put it in a random picker, and
you're a random picker.
You are. Did we get
Are
any
we
more
fishing tomorrow?
comments?
Somebody just asked.
Yeah, we're gonna go trout fishing tomorrow.
I gotta go get something. I gotta go. Oh. No, I can't. I only have one.
All right, so we're doing a scroll. I copied everything, and I'm just putting it in an Excel sheet to do a random pick. A random pick. And it's Frank Cornacchia. Frank, are you still in here? That's the only deal is you got to be in here.
The only qualifier.
Yeah, I should have said that at the beginning. Frank, are you in here? You're the winner of the swim bait as a donated fishing friend.
If Frank's not in here, I get it.
If Frank's not in here, we're gonna have to pick somebody else. I'm gonna go do the free. Oh, Frank's in here. Okay, Frank. So either email me DEBO'Sfishing@gmail.com or hit me up on Instagram, whichever one. You are the winner of the swim bait. And I'm closing that tab, closing Excel. I'm gonna grab the random.
This one you're gonna bring up, yeah?
Yeah, this one I bring up so everybody can see it. Share screen. This is thanks to Gramps that showed me how to do this. This makes life so much easier. Can you all see my screen? I like that. There we go. I like that one. All right, so we're going to pick a random person. I'm giving you 3 seconds to do it if you haven't hashtag dizzled it. 2, 1.
Do it.
All right, we're drawn. Here we go. I see some good supporters rolling through here. Oh, there was Fat Boy. Who's it going to be? Hopefully it's not somebody in Canada. It cost me like 97. Matthew Bagasevich? Are you still in here, Matthew? Calling Matthew. You are the random winner, sir. Hopefully it's not somebody in Canada. Canada cost me like I did like a little package and it was like 20-some bucks to ship it to somewhere in Canada. Craziness. Matthew, are you here? So we'll see if Matthew's in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that?
I really want to throw this, but there's like this is literally the last one, and I don't know where to buy them. This is like one that I found in my dad's tackle box. I have no idea what this is. It is the world's tiniest little paddle taily, jig heady kind of thing. And I know he used to go and do a lot of trout fishing. But yeah, this thing is got some iridescence in there. And it's just, I don't know what it is, but
that's kind of a cool. It almost looks like some of those what is it, like Storm or whatever lures they have.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but there's the feel to it's a whole lot different. Because I've fishing a river, I ran across a bunch of storms. So
Matthew, he is here. Matthew, hopefully you don't live some crazy place. Somebody said he lived in Latvia or something. I hope that's not right. That's cost a fortune to ship it there. Maybe I need to put that thing on. I can only ship it to the U.S. because if I'm shipping to South Africa, somebody asked if I could ship to South Africa. I'm like, that would probably cost me my whole year's worth of YouTube to ship it to South. I don't know how much that would cost, but whoop. Okay, so Matthew, hit me up on Instagram or DEBO'S Fishing. I'll put it in comments at gmail.com. DEBO'Sfishing@gmail.com. Get me your information and I will get the baits out to you. So congrats to both of you, gentlemen. So how about, okay, so we got the giveaways done. We'll do just a couple more minutes and I'm going to go watch the rest of the Iowa game and eat the rest of my my lovely wife. I need to have a Q&A on with her one of these nights because she's an absolute damn saint. I give her a ton of crap, but she went and got me Buffalo Wild Wings. She got Wild Wings for us tonight. Anyway, we need to get her on.
I need to send her a message once we're done with this.
Okay, so what was I going to say?
Wings. I like tame wings. I like crazy wings.
Somebody asked Matthew, where are you located? Matthew, hopefully you're not in Latvia. Okay, so we're going to go for a couple more minutes, couple more questions. We can go anywhere from is YouTube dying to gear stuff to quick this or that, rapid fire. We'll go for like an hour and a half, so 7 minutes. We still have 240 people in here. I freaking love you guys. See, this is why I don't want to stop doing the lives. To me, the live isn't about being like a hungry YouTuber looking for money. It's like literally just chilling, talking, fishing, like whatever comes up. You can't do this on regular videos. So No, Jim is not streaming tonight.
Right.
Thomas asked.
Debo, question for you.
He actually texted me. He said, not streaming tonight. Just walked in the door. He had a long day at work. So he is not streaming tonight. No Jim. No Tackle Junkie.
Debo, question. Ready?
What?
Favorite Halloween movie, since we just got done with it.
Favorite what?
Halloween movie.
Favorite Halloween movie?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have like a favorite Halloween movie that I watch like every Halloween. Ernest Scared Straight.
Ernest Scared Stupid.
That's what it is. Dude, loved Ernest back in the day. Know what I mean, Vern?
Milk was the weapon.
Was that what it was?
Spelled backwards, and nobody knew what it was because milk spelled backwards is like
Nilbog. Are you talking about Nilbog? Are you talking about Trolls 2? Nilbog spelled backwards is Goblin.
Straight out the shotgun case handbite.
That's The Gate. I love that movie.
The Gate.
I don't know. Yeah, there's lots of them. Love the live. Hey, Gabe's in here. 10 Horse Monty. Hopefully we can fish sometime too. Good supporter, good cat. He has his own YouTube channel. Love the live stream format. Let it rip, Tater Chip. The original. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to agree with Dougal. The original Halloween. It's hard to beat that one on Halloween. Like the original.
Yeah. I don't have an answer. I was just asking you.
Oh, I don't have one. Okay, so let's see. Favorite wing sauce. Caribbean Jerk has been my favorite forever.
Mango habanero.
Oh, Silence of the Lamb. Yeah, that was also good. I don't know if that's what you're saying. Lamb was also amazing. That was a good one. New Halloween movie. Let's see. So what? Well, I had a question here. Somebody asked me. I just skipped to the daggum bottom again. Somebody asked if I had done the review on the Piscifin Alloy-M. I have not yet. I will. That's another one on the list. So far, I haven't had any issues with it, though. It's been a good reel. Let's see. What else do we have? 14-3 is still the score for Hawks.
They're all going real fast right now. I'm trying to keep up.
know, man. I'm trying to look. Let's see.
Somebody asked me about an underspin. What were the owner ones that you gave me the other day that I never gave back?
The flashy swimmers?
I believe so. So I think I'm rocking number 3 flashy, and I think it's a Strike King. I don't even know what color it is. It was the last one that I had in the pack, and I colored the boot with chartreuse, and it was killing them the other day. Oh, Jesus.
Mark D says, I got a mini pig yesterday for a pet. It's BA. How random. I think a mini pig would be kind of funny.
Do you got like hardwood or aluminum? Does it?
I don't know.
Does it Scooby-Doo run?
Yeah, that poor dude.
Scooby-Doo runs, I probably kind of want to see that.
Okay, David. David asks, Debo and Randall, what's your trout setup? I only have one like dedicated trout setup. I don't even think it's an ultralight. I think it's just a light. It was a Abu something that I got from Walmart. Love it. I'm going to be throwing that tomorrow. Randy and I are going to go try to get some trout. There's stock trout here in Iowa. I think
wolves are back. So
ultralight.
After this, I got to run and get, I need to get some new line because I don't know when the last time I've changed line on my ultralight setups was. Like back in the day, we used to take a crappie trip, and these were like crappie setups. So if I had to guess, there's probably a slip bobber setup on at least one of them, and then the others just probably got like a gold hook and a one of them like the pinchy friggin' weights.
So my setup's the Daiwa RG. Love this reel. Got it for like $20 at Gander, and they had a sale. Little reel, absolutely love that one. Great budget reel. And then it's the Vigilante, Abu Garcia Vigilante, which is a.
Sure, it's not the Vigilante.
Vigilante, however you pronounce it, whatever. 1/16 to 5/16, 5/6 light. That's been my trout setup. Trout are a ton of fun to catch on that. 4-pound braid to a 4-pound mono leader. Boom. What else?
I'm probably going straight mono.
Hey, you do you, boo-boo.
I'm going to.
Okay. I'm proud of you. And then inline spinner. I'm using an inline spinner. Oh.
Of Memphis.
Was that Constellation? Where we go? Constellation shot. What's the tripod setup behind you? That's where I just did an unboxing. Everything's an absolute mess. I was rearranging down here. You can see I had to set up this straight behind me. I got like a backdrop thing from Amazon. It doesn't look the best. I need to do some tweaking with it, but that was that I did the Okuma Hakai like hands in front of the camera deal. And then that's the unboxing space over there. You can still see I've got boxes and stuff on the floor.
Hey, what are those basses? Is one of those the one that your wife gave you for like Christmas or whatever? The one on your right hand side, the big one?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a collage of, it's a big bass, and it says, I forget what it says down below it here. But the collage, like inside of it, is all fishing pictures. So it's like a bass made out of
that one's awesome.
Collage of, turned out really cool.
You ever seen those guys do the gunpowder pictures?
I don't know what that is.
They like draw it with gunpowder and then they light it on fire and then the canvas is burnt with whatever the picture is that they made. Super awesome.
I did see Rambo one time. He got a piece of wood stuck and he took a bullet apart and put gunpowder in it and burned it
from a pine tree, huh?
Yeah, and cauterized the hole shut. It sounds like pretty much the same thing as those.
Is it a deciduous or is that's a conifer?
Conifer. Yeah, it'd be a conifer if it's a pine tree. Let's see. Oh my gosh, we digress. We went from 240 some people to 204 in a matter of minutes. Oh my gosh.
What are these nerds doing over here?
Yeah, it gets fishing the southeast. Debo, did you dress up as Jeff, aka Burley? I didn't go as Burley. We should have done the Jeff and Paul thing. Randy would dress up as Paul. I'd dress up as Burley.
I'm nowhere near as yoked as Paul is to be able to dress up like him. So
yeah, I'm nowhere near as yoked as Burley either. I think we're about the same size too. I think he's a little bit taller than me. I'm 6'1". I think he's like 6'2". He's pretty jacked up. Those boys still live.
I think he's got a real beard too.
Yeah, he's got a real beard, not a fake one. He's like the younger, more fit, better looking version of me. Hey, 570 Bassin. You guys should do a fish off. Loser wears a kilt next time fishing. We still need to find you a cargo kilt, Randall.
Right. I'm still down with that. John Welsh, John Candy, Chris Farley, Jordan Fadeaway, Chris Farley all day, every day.
I don't know. Was that favorite comedian?
It was just basically this or that.
Oh, where was it?
From the top right now.
Okay, so let's each take one more question, one more this or that, and we're getting out of here, Fish and Friends. John Candy. Oh, so yeah, I'm going John Candy. I was a huge John Candy fan. Sorry, dude.
Over Chris Farley.
The Great Outdoors, Spaceball. Like, I was a huge Candy fan. Sorry, man.
Spaceballs is pretty good.
Loved John Candy. Like, he was just like, I feel like
Uncle
that dude.
Buck. Oh my God.
Uncle Buck. Like, you could just give him a hug and go talk and hang out. Yeah.
Still going Chris Farley.
I'm not mad at that. I like both of them. Just, he seemed like such a good dude. Okay, what else do we have? We need a bass fishing related question or something, and we're getting.
Would you eat the pancake that Uncle Buck made with the scoop shovel?
With the shovel?
No. Yeah. Who's got a stovetop that big?
This or that. This doesn't count though. Ultra kilt or Utila kilt or cargo shorts. Yeah, I'm going to cargo shorts all day.
I mean, I had to today because it was so warm. I did roll up my pant legs. I wore jeans today thinking it was going to be cold. And partway through the day, I did have them like Huck Finn styled up to my knees. So
yeah, you were looking pretty stylish. Needed to cut off your shirt. What are we doing here? Come on, y'all. Get in here. We need a question. Then we're getting out of here.
This or that,
anybody. We need a fishing question, gear question, anything. We're getting out. Chris. Okay, Chris Russ, another Iowa boy. What's one bait you want to catch one on before we get hard water? Chris actually did that. I was out in the old John boat and I finally got a glide bait fish on my 7-inch glide bait. And to make it even cooler, it was my first glide bait fish, and it was one I painted. So it was pretty sweet for me. That video is coming up. That actually will probably be Monday, actually. It was a great day with the jerk bait and then a glide bait fish. So,
Chris, I got to say, this is kind of like, I got to put an asterisk next to this, but it's got to be a jig. And it's got to be just like a swing for the fences. If I don't hit this home run, then everything bad happens. Jig fish, 100%, because it's been way too long since I've cross some eyes on the jig hook set.
Spacey, this one I just saw. This doesn't count either, but she said tips for fishing with a toddler. So when I took my girls when they were younger, the biggest thing is don't go for a long time because they have like 30 minutes before there's a potential meltdown. Keep it short increments. Be ready to leave whenever and bring lots of snacks and food and stuff. And usually they're happy, but you just can't go all day. You can't. What's that? Yep, goldfish. Yep. What made you start my channel? I feel like that's an absolute whole different live. Jamfish Taco.
Pandora's box.
Oh man. What's next for DEBO'S fishing lures? Well, hopefully next will be me actually getting some lures on there tomorrow night, I'm guessing. But I don't know. I don't know what's coming next.
Ooh, I know what you should do next.
What?
War Eagle hooks on your jigs. And I'll
Dude,
come down and do them with you.
I need to get a modified mold, and I will. William Sully, I'm sorry I missed your donation, brother. Thank you for the donation. You're going to do a live stream. Am I going to do one? Yes, I will, Mr. Randall Sully. I will do a live stream on upcoming Black Friday sales, all those sales that are going on. I think that'll be a fun one to talk through.
They've probably got a lot of those out right now, huh? That's 2 weeks?
Coming up, yeah, a couple weeks here. Kit Kat or Reese's? Okay, Matthew, I'm picking that one. Reese's all day. I'm a huge peanut butter fan. I've actually had to stop buying peanut butter because I was eating peanut butter out of the jar with a spoon. And
wait, are we talking like cups, pieces?
Anything. It doesn't matter. If you're already asking that, it doesn't matter. I can already tell you're a Kit Kat type of person.
I'm going Kit Kat, yeah.
Yeah, of course you would. Okay, now you pick a question.
We're
getting out of here. One more. Make it a good one.
Oh God.
Well, here's one. So David, this one doesn't count either. For me, all inline spinners were always called rooster tails because I thought that was all that existed when I was younger.
Meps, rooster tails, right?
Yeah, Meps.
Meps.
Yep.
Meps.
So to me, well, no, Rooster Tail is the brand. Meps is a different inline spinner.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So I thought all of them for the longest time when I was younger because that's all me and Dad ever fished with Rooster Tails. It wasn't until like way later on that I learned there were a bunch of them. But for me, for sure, Rooster Tail, hands down, best one.
I got mine. Ready?
Okay, what is it? Yep.
Describe this year, 2021, one word.
Adam.
I
okay.
don't know who said it. Yeah, Adam.
One word to sum up your 2021 open water season.
Oof. That's a word, right?
What would I sum up mine with? Random. I would say random. Like the first half of the year was amazing. I had like, I don't know how many 5-pounders in the first few months kicking off. I thought it was going to be amazing. And then the last like third of the year just kind of sputtered out. Kind of sucked.
Those aren't words, but like, I don't know.
Just make the fizz sound. Fizzle.
Can I do bleh?
Dizzle fizzling out.
Yes. It's the fizzle. It's the dizzle fizzle. Hashtag.
All right. Well, Fish and friends, we're getting out of here. I'm going to go catch the rest of the Iowa game. Thank you all so much for watching. And always, as the video's over, leave comments down below if there's anything I can do to, make my videos, my channel better. Like I said, my channel's kind of tanked a little bit. If there's stuff that I should be doing that you guys want to see that I'm not, leave that constructive feedback for me. But as always, thank you everybody who donated. I appreciate everybody watching, sticking with us, sticking with me in the channel. I appreciate you all. So that's enough from us. We're getting out of here. Love you all. Thanks. And until next time.